Okay. Well, good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. You have your light weights and just go ahead and have those in your hands, please, down by your sides. Take a couple nice shoulder rolls up, back, and down. Abs drawing in, ribs pulling down, back of the neck nice and long. All right, so we're going to start just really easy. Elbows are bent, shoulders out of your ears. I want you to lift your elbows up and then pour something out of your dumbbells. Good, so let's just get this motion going. Just a little bit of shoulder work. Don't forget to tip out at the end. Don't bring your arms higher than your head. So a little bit lower, there we go, good. Elbows come to shoulder height, tip it out, good. And then I want you to step out onto your right foot and point your left toes. And we're going to bring our hands to our hips for a moment and get our curtsy going. So weight on your right leg only, left toes are off the ground. Sit into your curtsy, reach through your left toes, no weight. Tap if you need to at the top, reach and tap if you need to. Trying to keep your weight off of that leg most of the time. And then when you're ready, you're going to add on, lifting those elbows up as you curtsy. So just a little extra work here. Nice. Make sure that you're bending into your right knee, that you feel that work in your right quad and your right glute. We have 4 more of these, and then we're going to add on one more time. Good. All right, sit into the curtsy, put weight on your back toes. Sit into your curtsy, bring your hands together. I want you to twist to your right and back to center, to your right and back to center. If you can, come up on just the toes of that back leg. I would not necessarily recommend balancing, but you can try that if you want to. But just have gentle weight on those back toes. Good. 2 more. And come up. All right, so hopefully you got a little rotation in there, a little challenge to your balance. Step onto your left foot, right toes point. Let's get a couple of reminders of our upper arm movement, and then hands onto your hips. Bring that right leg off the ground. Bring it behind you. Sit into it. No weight on that back leg unless you're falling over like as I was. And then tap up. So sit down and tap up. When you're ready, add your weights. Sitting into that left leg, pushing that left hip back, bending into that left knee. Elbows higher than your shoulders, pouring out something out of the end of that dumbbell. Good. Try and keep all your weight on this leg. No weight on that back leg. Can you do it without putting weight on that back leg? Maybe even elevating that back leg. Good. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. Sit into it, abs in, arms in front of you, very little weight on the back leg, rotate left and center, and left and center, left, center. Can you lift that back leg a little bit? Maybe just onto the toes. Good. 3 more. 2 and 1. Very nice job. All right, last thing we'll do from this standing position is just a quick reminder, bring those weights to your ribs, nice deep breath in. On the exhale, pull those ribs down. Notice if you rolled your shoulders forward, open your shoulders, but keep the ribs pulled down. Bring your left arm out in front of you, bring your right arm out in front of you, and immediately notice, did you shift your weight? Shift it instead into your toes. Keep your spine long. Try not to arch and tip backwards. So shoulders should not be behind you. They should be right over your hips. And then if it's okay with you, roll your shoulders out of your ears, lift the arms a little higher. Keep your ribs down a little higher. Keep your ribs down. Inhale. Exhale, ribs down. Reach to your maximum, but keep the ribs down. And you should feel how that challenges the abdominals to keep the ribs down, even though your arms are reaching, and then gently bring that down. So that'll be the name of the game for several of our exercises today, that as we reach those weights overhead, it's going to create that challenge for those abdominals to keep your ribs flat. So let's just go ahead and come all the way down to a lying down position, one weight on each side of you. And we're going to hug those knees into our chest to start with, and just get a nice little stretch out of the back. Shift your weight or your hands to your right knee and hug that right knee in. Let that low back curl into the ground. And then stretch out the right leg and hug your left knee in, please. Good. And then bend both knees. Weights are handy. We're going to start with just our regular old ab prep, and then we're going to add the weights so that you have the option throughout class to add no weights, one weight, two weights. As we go through ab prep, we'll go over that. So exhale, pull your abs in, flatten your ribs. Inhale to prepare, tuck the chin. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Hands reach for your kneecaps. Arms reach overhead, stay lifted, and then exhale, come down. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale, arms reach overhead, right by your ears if possible. Exhale down. One more time like that. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, down. Grab your single weight. Put it between both hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Pause here. Exhale, down. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to reach. And exhale to come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. And exhale, down. Now grab that second weight. First option is to hold both weights in both hands, either like that or like this. Either way, I'm going to hold on to the dumbbell ends this time. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Feel how that challenges your abs to keep your ribs flat. And exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale down. One more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. Last option would be just to put one weight in each hand. Not a big deal here. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale down. Last time, you go to whichever one of these is your favorite. I'm going to put both weights in both hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arms go up overhead. I want you to stay here. I want you to pull your abs a little deeper. I want you to flatten your ribs a little more. I want you to reach your arms a little straighter and a little lower towards the ground, but don't let the head, neck, and shoulders drop. Stay, stay, stay. Arms up overhead. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. Lift your kneecaps, and then your knees. Hug your knees in. Lift your kneecaps, whatever. Okay. So we're going to put our weights off to the side, or one weight off to the side, other one is in your hands. Deep breath in, legs stacked tabletop. So keep in mind that's knees right over your hips, shins parallel, abs flat. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, reach the toes and the fingers. Exhale, simply tap your knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. You are not moving up and down with your chest. You're just staying right there. Option to grab that second weight and bring it over your head. Third option is to take one of the weights, put it below your knee and a fleshy part of your lower leg so that you can hold on to it. Inhale to reach and exhale to tap. Inhale to reach through those fingers and those toes. Exhale, tapping. So keep in mind that your head, neck, and shoulders are either up the entire time or if your neck is bothering you, can be down. But you don't want to be lifting up and down. Nice controlled movements. You guys look good. Back is flat. Check on your ribs for me. Make sure they're pulled in. 3 more, or actually just 2 more. Last one, hold. Reach through your toes. Reach through your fingers. Abs drawn in. Back of the neck is long. Straighten those legs. Straighten them, straighten them, straighten them. Reach, 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 reach. Pull your abs in. Pull your abs in. Flatten that back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hug that in. Take one weight. Actually, let's take one weight and put it below your belly button. So for women, it's basically going to be right between your hips. So in that pelvic region. For men, it may be a wee bit higher. Now, so what we're trying to do is create a valley here. If you don't have that valley option, then instead I want you to move that weight up onto your rib cage. All right? So actually, you know what? Everybody start with them on your ribs. That'll be a good reminder. Deep breath in, exhale, push your ribs flat. Feel that weight sitting there on those ribs. Stack your legs tabletop, fingers to the sky, shoulders back and down. Keep your ribs flat. Deep breath in. And then you're going to move those legs away and exhale to bring them back up in your toe touch exercise. Now you can keep the weight there, or you can move it back down where we started to, below the belly button. And then you decide which of those you really feel more and which is more effective. And then last option is to take that second weight and again, put it below your knees so that your ribs stay flat. And as your legs move away, they weigh a little bit more to create that extra challenge. So inhale as those knees move away, ribs stay flat, exhale, lift them back up. Toes can be pointed for that toe touch or flexed for a heel tap. So this should be a really strong toe touch exercise. You have 4 more. Last time, and then pull those knees in, move your weights out of the way, hug one knee up to each shoulder, get a nice little rotation side to side in that back. And then both feet on the ground. And we're going to put one weight in each hand, arms to the sky, shoulders out of your ears. Lift both legs tabletop. Float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Reach your right toes and your left arm towards the ceiling, and then reach them in opposite directions, but make sure that left knee stays right above your hip. Don't let it sneak in. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale, right arm and left toes reach. And inhale, center. And exhale to reach. And inhale, center. Exhale to reach. And inhale, center. Good, last one, each leg. And we'll take a break, hug the knees in, and put the weights off to the side for a moment, please. Feet are down on the ground, flatten your ribs. Okay, you're gonna take both weights, you're gonna stack them up, and you're gonna put them over on your right hip flexor, so right where your hip and your thigh meet, that little crease that you have there. And then you're going to take your right hand and just flat palm, push that on the weight. So you're not holding your weight, you're just pushing it against your hips. Deep breath in, exhale, lift on up. Slide your right foot a little bit forward so that you can lift your toes off the ground. So your right heel is on the ground, your weights are on your right hip. There's a lot going on that right side. And now extend your left leg straight up in the air, left arm up in the air. We're going to poke a hole in the ceiling by squeezing our right glutes and lifting that right side or both sides higher and lift. Pressing down with the right hand, lifting up with the left toes using that right glute and that right hamstring. With that leg moved away, with that heel moved away, you should really feel this in that left hamstring. Last one, lift, left knee down, put it down, walk your right heel back, let your hips come down. Move your weights over to your left hip flexor area, please. So right where you have that crease in your between your thigh and your hip. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull the ribs flat, lift up. Slide the left leg forward until you can lift your left toes off the ground. Bring your right knee into your chest, lift your right arm and your right leg towards the sky. Left hand is just pushing down on the weights. And here we go, lift and lift and lift and lift. Good, right knee bends, place it down, right hand down, left heel back, and rest. All right, weights off to the side this time, but palms are underneath them, arms out in a T position, so that you're actually getting a little bit of a chest stretch here. Walk your heels back, pull your ribs down, deep breath in, exhale, lift up into your bridge. I want you to take tiny steps and move your legs forward. Keep shuffling. You're not even really stepping, you're just shuffling. And you're eventually going to go to that place where you can still keep your hips off the ground, but your legs are almost straight. And then walk it back. Tiny steps, tiny steps, tiny steps, tiny steps until you're stacked. And then walk forward again. Walk away, walk away, walk the feet away. Keep the hips elevated. Walk the feet away till you can't go any farther and walk back. We're going to do that 2 more times. Walk those feet forward, tiny steps. Hover and walk back. Last time, here we go. Deep breath in. Walk it forward or shuffle, totally up to you. And then bring it back and relax. Take that one weight behind your right hamstring, hug that knee into the right side, let the left leg drop open, come back through center, bring that right leg across towards your left shoulder, hug it in, feel that deep stretch in both the hamstring and your outer hip, and then right foot down, weight behind your left leg, hug it in, bring it to your left shoulder, let that right leg drop open, please. Mosey on back through center, left knee comes towards your right shoulder. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so now we are going to take both weights. We're going to put them at our ankles and hold on to the ends of the dumbbells and curl ourselves into a little ball. Shoulders out of your ears, knee towards your forehead. Start a small rocking movement. Eventually, if you can roll and pause at the top, that's your goal. If that's not good for your spine, then just stay rolling side to side or small rolls. Next time you come up, stay up. Bring your hands to the sides. Hold on to your weights. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. Lift your hips up. Straighten your legs, swing your hips back. And you're in a forward fold, and you're just going to walk your hands forward for a spine stretch here. Flex your toes back towards your face. You might be able to reach your toes, but you don't want to round your back. So look in your camera and see if you're here, And if you are, don't just lift your head. So you guys, if you're rounded and you do this, it doesn't change your spine. You have to back up, sit tall. So everybody come back, hinge just from the hips. Nod your head yes to bring your head in line. Nod your head yes, tuck your chin, and then look in the mirror and see, are you a turtle or a swan? Or look in the camera, sorry. And then sit tall. Okay, so weights by your sides. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground. Shoulders out of your ears. Let's take one weight just for some awareness and put it between your knees. So you're just going to be holding that there. I've got it kind of just above my knees, so it's on that fleshy part of the thighs. Shoulders up, back and down, palms to the sky. The other weight is handy. Exhale, hinge back for your roll down. Pull your ribs in. Hold here, lift your arms a little higher, lower your hands, and come up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Arms lift a little. Exhale, back up. One more like that. Exhale, hinge. Pause on the inhale, something with your arms if you can, and then exhale back. Now grab that single weight. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, lift those arms a bit. Lower the hands. Come up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Arms lift. Exhale up, inhale, lift. Exhale back, a little lift with the arms if you can. Exhale up, inhale, lift. Exhale back, inhale. What can you do with your arms to keep your ribs flat? Good, 2 more. Good, on this last one, stay back, head in line with your spine, arms lifted, reach to your fingers. Pull your ribs in, hold here for 4, stay, 3, 2, and 1, lower, ooh, sit up, weights off to the side for a moment. All right, so that was our roll down. That was an add-on with the roll down. You are welcome to stay with that. You want to try a roll up with me with no weights, just to get an idea of where people are with roll ups. We're going to try that. Palms to the sky. Exhale, hinge back. If you can go all the way down without lifting your feet off the ground, go all the way down. And then on the exhale, palms to the sky, lower your hands, roll up slowly, a vertebra at a time, all 10 toes, stay on the ground. Nice, and inhale, sit up. Okay, so if that didn't work out, that's okay. Here you go. You're going to grab those weights, put them in your palms, shoulders out of your ears. You're going to exhale, hinge back. You can stay there, or you can see if you can roll all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, slide your hands along the ground. Pull your abdominals in, roll up with control, a vertebra at a time. So we're not going to lift the weights all the way up this time, just to maybe shoulder height. Inhale. So if you want to try that roll up, you exhale, you hinge, and then you pull those ribs in to continue that exhalation. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up a vertebra at a time. Try and take 8, 7, 6, 5, nice, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, top, and exhale, hinge. Now your other option is to roll halfway down. You could open the arms at that point if you wanted to, and then come back up. So either one, you're moving on the exhale, you're pausing on the inhale, you're moving on the exhale, you pause at the top. You exhale, roll halfway or all the way. You inhale at the bottom. You exhale to come all the way up or halfway up, whichever you were doing. Now I'm going to give you one more option. So meet me at the top. This time, remember, you're not rounding at the top. You're staying extended through that spine. So this time, if you could do the roll up in the first place, you are welcome to try to add the weights to your shoulder. So that as you're rolling down, it might feel a little bit more challenging, but when you try to come up, it gets quite challenging. But rather than kick your feet out to try to get up, you know what to do. You can just bring those weights in front of you to come all the way up. But that's the extra option if you want. If you could do roll-ups in the first place, you can do that with your legs extended or bent. You decide. So now you have multiple options. You have a roll down, you have a roll up, you have a roll down with weights, you have a roll up with weights assisting you, or you have a roll up with weights not assisting you. Good. So don't let those weights win. Nice, better. Now sit tall, sit tall, sit tall. Beautiful. Good, good, good. All right, next time you are up, we are going to stay up. We're going to bring those weights over to our front side so that as we pivot over, we can be facing the camera. All right, we're going to stack our knees up in a bent knee position. Our arm is going to rest underneath our ear, and then we're going to lift our waistline off the ground, right? So we have some awareness of that lift through the waistline. You can take one or both weights. I'm going to try both, and I'm going to put them on my upper leg, and I'm going to just take my palm and hold them against my leg. Then we're going to pivot our feet into a Pilates V. So your heels come together and your toes are apart. So now my toe is on the ground and my knee, but my heel is off. Shoulders out of your ears. Open the leg about 2 inches and then press it open another 2. Keep it open 2 and press open 2. So you're going from halfway closed to open, halfway closed to open. So slow it down. Lift it up and hold. Lift it up and hold. There we go. Keep that hand on your weight. Keep pressing down. Nice. So you should already be feeling this. I am. In your outer hip. A little bit in your glutes. Check in with that waistline. Make sure it's still off the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Now bring those knees together. Lift your heels up this time. Same thing. This time your big toes and your heels stay together and the knees are on the ground. Just a slightly different angle here. And relax. Again, I'm hoping that you guys felt those back through here. We'll get to a little bit more glute work in just a couple of minutes. For now, you're going to prop yourself up on that elbow. Shoulders back for some side planking here. Lift up through those ribs. Create space between your ear and shoulder. As always, your options are going to be side of the thigh. You can be in a wide straddle, or you can have your feet stacked. But before you go up, I want you to grab a single weight for me, please. In your top hand. Shoulders out of your ears. Choose your side plank variation and come up in that side plank. Then you're going to take your top arm and you're going to lift it straight above you. We're going to lift the hip a little and we're going to bring the arm just a couple inches, not a big move, and come back to center. Lift up, come back to center. When you lift, try not to pivot, right? So try and keep that hip towards the sky. 2 and 1. Now, I want you to take that weight, put it on your leg, push it down with 2 fingertips, and push up, and push up. Small press, and push, and push. 3, 2, and 1, and come down. That last little side plank with that weight on your leg should have felt a bit challenging. All right. Other side, please. As we lie down, waistline is off the ground, knees are bent and stacked. I'm going to take both weights on that top leg. And again, I'm just going to press down with my palm. I'm going to lift that waistline off the ground. I'm going to bring the feet, heels together, but the toes are apart, so I'm just up on those toes. We're going to open about 2 inches, and then from there we open up and close halfway. Open, close halfway. So pressing open, pivoting. Nice job, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling this. Ribs in, waistline off the ground. 4 more like this. Nice and slow with control. You guys look great. Nice. Now knees come together, and we're going to lift those heels up in the air. We're going to lift that waistline, and now again, we're going to pivot over and press open. Just a slightly different angle here. Waistline off the ground. And relax. I felt those. Come on up onto your elbow for me, please. To protect that shoulder, we want to push it back, lift up out of it, get those lats engaged. Then you choose which your side plank is, whether you're on your thighs or straddle or stack. And then take that single weight in your top arm, stack your hips for me, please. Shoulders out of your ears, slide arch, arm lifts, come back to center. Tiny arch, little reach, and center. Good. Try not to lift that arm so far over your head that you're bothering your shoulder. Good. And center, and then weight on that top thigh. Just press it down with 2 fingers and press up. And press up. 4 more. And relax. Woo. As you come down, you're coming over onto your abdominals, and the weights are down by your sides, please. All right, I want you to make sure that your toes are pointed, so your toenails are on the ground and your big toes are touching, and then squeeze your heels to touch. So you're very engaged in that lower body. You're gonna slide your hands under your weights, and your palms are gonna face the sky. First thing I want you to do is pull your belly button in. Press your toenails into the ground, lift your kneecaps, but not your toes. Then lift your shoulders, lift your head. So your upper back is doing a little bit of work here, so it's not your lower back. And then slide your hands away, and then lift those arms off the ground. You want to make sure you don't lift them so high that your shoulders roll forward. So keep your shoulders up, squeeze them together, palms to the sky, bring your thumbs towards each other, and then exhale, come down, deep breath in. All right, heels together, big toes touching, toes on the ground, kneecaps lift, belly button pulls in, shoulders lift, arms reach, arms lift, torso lifts, thumbs together, back down, and relax. Inhale, exhale, all those things at once, reach, lift, shoulders open, thumbs together, and exhale down, deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lift. So thighs are lifted, but toes are on the ground. You have 4 more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, reach, squeeze, and relax. Exhale, lift, reach, squeeze, and relax. 1 more time. Inhale. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 more times. And relax. Last time, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze it, hold, and relax. All right, so that should have been a nice little challenge there for that upper back. We're going to sit back in our resting position. Heels sit back on your hips, sit back on your heels. Your arms can be in front or by your sides. You can make little fists and stack them up. And then we're going to come on back through center. All right, we're going to stagger our weights so that one weight is at your left hand. You're going to take the other weight underneath behind your right knee. And then let's just find a boxy shape. And before we do anything, give ourselves a little cat and a little cow. Then I want you to bend that right knee so much that you basically come kind of onto the kneecap with very little weight. And your right heel is really close to your hip. Make sure it didn't swing out to the side. From there, shoulders out of your ears. Lift that right hip up as if you're poking a hole in the ceiling. Flex through the heel and press it up in the air. Just 4 like that, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring that leg down, keep that weight where it is. Grab your weight in your left hand, shoulders out of your ears, thumb to the sky, lift that left arm and tap down. And lift and tap, and lift and tap. Last time, lift and tap. So you probably know we're going to try to put those two things together. So my right leg is going to lift. I'm going to bring that left arm out in front of me, and I'm going to punch a hole in the ceiling and relax, and press up and relax, and press and relax. By the way, don't punch a hole in your actual ceiling, please. When you bring that right knee down, it doesn't come all the way down. And everything down. Ooh. All right. Shift your weights around. Bring that one behind your left leg. Squeeze that left leg tight so that your heel comes really close to your hip. Shoulders out of your ears. Point that toe and then flex through the heel. Poke a hole in the ceiling and hold. Press that heel and hold. Press that heel and hold. One more time, heel to the sky, and then relax that down. Weight in that right hand, thumb up in the air, bring that arm out in front of you, abs drawn in, lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. One more time, lift and lower. Option to stay with just the leg, just the arm, or put the two together as you are ready. Deep breath in. Here we go. Two more. And relax. Move those weights out of the way. Take a little hip swing side to side. Maybe cat-cow a little bit, or add those two things together. Cat in one direction, cow in the other. Cat and cow on a little angle. Shake those hips out. All right, we're going to do just a little bit of lower body work, how we just did, but with a change. So we're going to take one weight behind our right knee again. You might want to take the option to turn and face the camera, because we're going to be swinging that right leg to the right, and sometimes the mistake we make is to shoot that left hip to the left. But if we can keep some awareness down that left side, we will have more challenge. So shoulders out of the ears, pull that heel near your hip, lift that leg off the ground, flex to your heel, and then pivot open. Now, options, you could lift that left arm, or you want some craziness, lift the right arm, right? But don't swing over to the left, right? So that would be very challenging. Or just stay square and really focus on lifting that right leg without shooting the left hip to the left. I like that option. On this last one, I want you to hold it up, shoot your hip to the left, bring it underneath you, feel that difference, hold it there, rotate an inch, a little higher, keep pressing that left hip over to the right, or right hip to the left, sorry, 3, 2, and 1, bring it down. I think I've been saying the wrong thing the whole time. All right, woo, weight behind your opposite leg. No, maybe I said the right thing. Anyway, here we are. Hopefully you guys knew what I was talking about. Shoulders out of your ears. The leg that's holding the weight, lift it up, flex through the heel. Notice if your opposite hip went over to the side, bring it back to center. And we're going to rotate open and open. Again, be aware if that other hip is sitting out to the side. You can play with, oh, can I lift the same arm? Lift the opposite arm? Or should I just stay nice and stable and really focus? Yes, Flo, you should. And really focus on that leg lift. Lift it up, shoot the right hip to the right, and then back to center or left hip, whichever it is for you, and lift, 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 and bring it down. Woo! Come back to center. We're going to stretch those legs a little bit. So stretch your legs straight out and pull your glutes out from under you. Those hips, actually. Bend your right knee and bring it across, but make sure you didn't crouch into it. So sit tall and then grab that right leg with your left hand and put your right hand at the hip and push it down. So you're not rolling, you are pressing that right hip down, so sit into that right glute and then pull that leg across. Not really a twist, it's more about getting that length down that right IT band. Good. Woo. Straighten that right leg up. Bring that left leg across, sit up tall. Again, if you round, you're trying to avoid that stretch. Right hand grabs the left knee, left hand pushes that left hip down. So I'm even gonna rotate into that left hip and then try and bring that right leg or left leg across with my right hand. But I'm gonna try and sit square. And then relax. All right, let's roll all the way down, please. Weights are handy. Take a moment, arms just rest overhead, legs point opposite direction. So this one will be kind of similar to that roll up that we did earlier. You're going to take one weight in your right hand and you're going to bend your right knee. And we're going to do a partial the first time and then option to add on later. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground and pause when you get to the point where you feel like you have to come higher. Inhale, reach that arm by your ear, but don't let your body roll down. Come back to center and exhale, roll down. So here we go. We exhale to roll halfway up. We inhale to reach the arm overhead. We exhale to roll down. We inhale at the bottom. One more like that. Exhale, roll halfway up. Inhale, reach to the arm. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, pause. Option, exhale, roll all the way up. Inhale, arm by your ear. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, halfway up or all the way up. Arm by your ear. Exhale, down. A few more like this. Last time, whichever one you're doing is fine. And then we're going to switch it up. So left knee bends, right leg extends, weights in your left hand, deep breath in. Exhale to lift up, halfway. Inhale, reach your arm over your head, and exhale, roll down. Inhale. Exhale, halfway up. Inhale, arm reaches. Exhale, down. One more like that. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arm by your ear, and exhale down, adding on, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, all the way up if you want. Inhale, extend, and exhale, roll down, and reach. And exhale, lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. So again, halfway or all the way, totally up to you, whatever works with your body. Last one. And roll all the way down. We're going to take both weights on tops of our ankles again and hug those knees in. Take a little rock side to side. And then we'll bring one weight behind each hamstring. Hug in. Put your left foot on the ground. Keep that weight where it is. Hug the right knee in, using that weight to bring it nice and close. And then extend that leg up. Point your toes. Flex through your heel. Point your toes. Flex through your heel. Roll the weight down, squeeze it behind you. Left knee comes in. Give it a nice tug in. Use that weight to help you get a little bit deeper. Extend that leg up, roll that weight up, point the toes and flex to the heel and point and flex. Point and flex, bend that knee. Good, weights away. Arms open in a T position, weights on top of your palms so that as you twist your knees to the left, that right shoulder gets maybe a little bit deeper stretch. Nice and easy, back through center, right knee comes over, left knee follows. Beautiful twist to the opposite side. And then back through center. Hug those knees in, option to roll side to side or forward back to come onto your hands and knees. We'll finish off with our cat-cow, so you can feel free to unmute yourself. Stacking it up. Start with the cow today. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale.
My dog is freaking out.
Good. Shoulders out of your ears, neutral spine, abs in. Nice job, you guys. Thank you for being here.